There's a little blue book that sits on my bedside table. The binding is starting to wear down, and the gold lettering on the cover is almost completely rubbed away. But the words once read, 1 line a day, a 5-year memory book. It's just a little journal, but in it is my life. Each page, devoted to one day of the year, is split up into 5 6-line sections, each section for a journal entry of that day for a different year. Over the past 3 years, I have made hundreds of entries in that book. Entries in pink and blue and black, orange and green pen. Entries in sloppy capital letters, one-liners, and entries in tiny handwriting that spill into the margins and into next year's space. Every night, I write. I open up the book and pick up a pen, and I begin combing through the day's events. I remember the monotony of my morning routine or the conversation I had with a friend during lunch. I remember the hour I spent playing guitar after softball practice instead of starting my homework, the frustrating English assignment. Events are sorted and made sense of, and I'm able to put them into perspective and laugh when I remember how worried I was about being late to math class or that my sister was mad at me and that it was really all fine in the end. I think that these small moments are just happenings on a random insignificant day in the life of a 17-year-old. But moments add up. They add up to days and to weeks and years and eventually to a lifetime of experience. And it's all relived as I look back on the most recent hours of my life. Every night, I write. But really, I believe that it's the reflection that comes from the writing that helps me in ways that I'm just beginning to understand. I look back on what happened last year and 2 years ago on that very day, that very place in the year, and I see the evolution of a friendship. I see a persistent problem that still nags at me. I see that I've become wiser and stronger and bolder, but in many ways, I'm still trying to figure out who I am. And I watch myself grow up. Every night, I reflect. I reflect after a good day, a bad day, a sad day, whether I'm overjoyed or in tears, or both. The day is over, but I lived it twice. A description of the book is printed on the first page. It reads, "A condensed comparative record for 5 years, for recording events most worthy of remembrance." But I believe that every moment is worth remembrance and reflection. The big games, the celebrations, the performances. But also the small smiles and the letdowns, the walks on the beach, and the hellos and goodbyes that are all just sprinkled in between. Some days are bland and unmemorable, while others still burn in my mind, clear as day. But the days are all equally long. The sun rises and sets, and the moments are all just memories scattered in my brain until I sit back and record my reflections in short, incomplete sentences in a 2-inch space. I remember it all. I write it all. I reflect on it all, and I learn. It's all my life.